Right, Sharon Chepchumba there bringing that report from Meru County. The third Inte-Congolese peace dialogue of the ongoing peace talks on the unrest in the Democratic Republic of Congo ended on Tuesday, with parties reporting progress. Former President Uhuru Kenyatta said parties to the conflict have committed to a speedy resolution of the disputes and expressed hope that the gains will be built on in the next phase of the talks, which will be held in Goma in January. The week-long event in Nairobi began on Monday, November 28th, and brought together over 50 armed groups, victims of atrocities taking place in eastern DRC, civil society, special interest groups, and government officials. Kenyatta, the peace envoy, shared with the delegates a raft of resolutions he had agreed on with DRC Congo President Felix Tshisekedi. Bushebi Jr. brings us more details on that.
Former President Uhuru Kenyatta now says the next Democratic Republic of Congo DRC peace talks will be held in the Goma region. Speaking in Nairobi on Tuesday, December 6th, Uhuru said he was happy about the progress of the peace talks.
We are happy with the progress. We are not saying we have completed everything, but we have managed to achieve some milestones in terms of specific issues that either will be undertaken by the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo and other aspects that will be completed by some of the delegates that are here. And we have agreed that we will have a follow-up meeting. And that is why we were saying that all parties should sign the communique, so that every party takes responsibility for the items that fall under their particular responsibility. So I must say that we have made progress.
On Monday, Uhuru, who was supposed to close the peace talks in Nairobi, walked out after accusing organizers of the Nairobi 3 process on DRC of making underhand dealings and shortchanging the participants. He immediately suspended the meeting and announced that he would close it on Tuesday, December 6th, after everything had been taken care of.
Panga kitu, tukipatiana ahadi, tutimize, ndio tusiharibu mikutano yetu kwenda mbele kwa sababu ya poor logistics. Sama ni namna gani? Kwa sababu hawa watu wamekuja kwa nia ya amani, na ni vizuri pia tuwatunze vyema. Si ni hivyo?
The Nairobi meeting brought together armed groups from Eastern DRC, representatives of the local communities, civil society groups, and government officials.
And I'm hopeful that when we meet again in Goma, which is the place, and we have said that that should happen between January and February, we should be able to report progress on the items that have been agreed upon here, and then engage into some of the more medium-term and long-term agenda items that require time when we meet at our...
Retired President Uhuru is the East Africa Community Peace Facilitator in the talks aimed to restore peace in the Eastern DRC.
Na wakati tumepata nafasi ya kuongea na nyinyi wote, hakuna mmoja wenu ambaye alisema ya kwamba hataki kuweka silaha yake chini, aungane na wenzake, muweze kujenga Kongo ya Wakongo. Na mimi nawashukuru nyote kwa haya.
Nairobi 3 comes after the official visit of Uhuru to Kinshasa and Goma for the mini summit on peace and security in DRC.
Na nawashukuru haswa wenzetu ambao wamekuwa kwa muda mrefu, kwa sababu tunajua hii shida sio shida ya wiki moja, wiki mbili, mwezi moja. Ni shida ambayo imekumba inchi jirani, inchi ndugu kwa muda wa miaka 20 kwenda.
It is a follow-up to the inaugural Peace Nairobi meeting held in April and the second one held at Ituri, North Kivu and South Kivu in DRC.
Wakati tulianza, niliwaambia nyote tusimame, tushikane mkono wa amani, si ndio? Leo mimi nitawauliza, kwa sababu tumejisukuma kidogo, si ni kweli? Musimame kila mtu inaitwa nini? Ahag mwenzake, akumbate mwenzake, amwambie amani. Namna hiyo. Amani, 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 amani.
This culminated in the 22nd ordinary session of the EAC, where Uhuru was picked to lead the process. Even though EAC is pushing for peaceful means of resolving the conflict in Congo, the regional bloc will not hesitate to use military action to achieve the goal, as it has already deployed forces in DRC.
Those of you who are familiar will recall that when the Democratic Republic of the Congo joined the East African community, and when they were accepted as full members during our first meeting,
President William Ruto on September 24th maintained that the government would deploy KDF troops to the eastern part of the DRC to ease conflict in the region. Chief of Defense Forces Robert Kibochi on November 12th, 2022 flagged off the first batch of KDF soldiers who were deployed for the peacekeeping mission.
Lazima mheshimu wale ambao ni wenye nchi ile, lazima mheshimu wakubwa wote.
The CDF urged these soldiers to always remember their task and obey the law of the land as they are deployed.
Na tumeweza kujadiliana wote pamoja na the African Union hata United Nations kuhakikisha kwamba zote tunafanya kazi hii kulingana na sheria zote ambazo zimewekwa.
The second batch, comprising 200 KDF soldiers, left for DRC on November 16th.
Matatizo haya yameweza kuleta maafa ya wananchi wasio na hatia. Hawatakubali kuweka silaha zao chini, basi sisi tutakuwa hatuna budi ila kutumia silaha. Tutafanya kazi kulingana na sheria zilizoko. Kuna sheria za kubana askari watafanya kazi yao vipi. Pia tutaheshimu sheria za nchi ya Kongo.
Thousands of people have been displaced in the volatile eastern region of DRC as fighting between the country's military and M23 rebels moved close to the key city of Goma.
Kwa sababu ya mambo madogo madogo, wengine hata hawakuwa na hatia hata kidogo, ni kabila lao ama kusemekana ukiwa kabila hii wewe ni mpiganaji na huyo sio mpiganaji. Nakumbuka ndugu wetu mmoja hapa, sitaki namuona kwa mbali, ambaye alisema mimi wananibagua kwa sababu niko hivi, watu wangu wako namna hii, na tunashikwa saa nyingine kiholela bila makosa. Rais amesema ya kwamba tutaunda kamati pamoja na viongozi wa kijamii ambao wako hapa, na mimi nikamwambia hata mimi nataka kuwa ndani ya hiyo kamati, na ndio tuchunguze majina haya yote, na wale wote ambao hawana hatia wawachiliwe mara moja, warudi makwao.
The M23 formed in 2012, claiming to defend the interests of Congolese Tutsis, a group sharing the ethnicity of Rwanda's President Paul Kagame, against Hutu militias. DRC accused Rwanda of supporting M23, leading to a diplomatic tiff between the two countries. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, Ambusha Bijonia.